praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indian descent. And we have a large amount of Israelites that are all over the world. All right. Now, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And Yahweh Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, first off. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son in the Paleo Hebrew. Now, like a day ago, some tornadoes, or a tornado, I believe it was two. They said it was one. I believe it was two. All right. One was about to touch down, and the other one actually did. And the reason why I say that is because I live in Madison. All right. It's a place, it's in Nashville, but if you know how Nashville is, you got Antioch, Madison, you got surrounding outside cities of Nashville, you know. And so where I lived at, we actually seen the wind and the rain swirling, like when we seen the strong winds, you know, and we believed that a tornado was getting ready to touch down here where we live at. But I prayed to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and as we were getting ready to go into the closet or into the bathroom, all right, it calmed down, all right, because we have many tornadoes in the South as well, you know, and only thing I could do is pray, because I know who's doing it. But anyway, a lot of parts of Nashville got tore up. Now, I hope YouTube don't take away my video or whatever for posting another video, but it's on globalnews.com. And in this video, and when you drive around the city, a lot of parts that got hit were where Edomite so-called white people live at. All right? Now, let's get some clips of this video. This is out east by, Main Street. All right? A lot of these businesses are owned by Edomites. A lot of the land, like the houses and so forth that you see, are owned by Edomites, which are so-called white people. Of course, you do have a number of Jakes that were impacted by the tornado, but mainly in these areas are where Edomites live at. All right, and even at work, when I was at work and the people were, the guys that I work with were talking about the tornado, they were saying, all the good parts got hit, but on the other side where it's bad at, and he was talking about the hood, the projects, nothing happened. And that's happening because the God of Israel, so to speak, the power of Israel, all right, he's pronouncing judgment upon Esau and these other nations, all right? That's why you hear about all these wars and so forth going on. So that's what happened. And ultimately, the Lord, he did this great evil in Nashville. We're going to get some scriptures on it. We're just going to skim through this video. All right, so this is out east. It's going to go into homes and houses, and a lot of these areas is where Esau, the so-called white man, live at, They got this land by bloodshed and rape, robbery, and murder, and now it's time for them to pay. See, look, hold on, Salakia. This area right here, these condos and so forth. Well, that looks like part of the hood right there. But look at this, these are apartment buildings, very expensive apartment buildings. A lot of Edomites live here, and I know because I do deliveries. You know, for a little backup job, I do deliveries. You know, these are condos, man. Expensive shit, you know. It's where Esau live at. And like I said, you know, you do have a number of sons of Jacob that live there, you know, or around. But mainly this happened to Esau, all right? Just going to keep skimming through, you know. So the Lord is starting to pay back our enemies. You know, ultimately, he's going to get you 2/3 Israelites that don't want to get right. But like a lot of these houses, these are where Edomites live at. Wooded areas, you know, like out in the, like outside of the city. Not outside of the city like that, but, you know, close to downtown, but not exactly. You know, you have your open land, open area. A lot of Edomites live there. I'm just skipping through, you know, see? I forgot what it looked like a school, but I forgot what this building is. But you know, see, a lot of Edomites live here in these houses. You know, so look at that big old house, man. Jack can't afford that unless they sell out. You know, this ain't the hood, man. So I'm gonna start with getting some scripture now. I played the video. Salakia, just bear with me. Now it's Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Yahweh, the Lord, have not done it? So, the Lord pronounced this evil in this city. All right, and ultimately, the scripture is really going into how the prophets of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, they are the ones that blow the trumpet. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city? Well, in all cities, damn near in all of America, you have the prophets of the Lord, of Great Millstone, the prophets of Great Millstone, DTA, you know, Men of Valor, where we, and also Brothers in Arms, 144 strong, you know, we're blowing that trumpet in the cities, telling the people what's going to happen about the economic collapse, you know, World War III, the microchip, which is the RFID. I mean, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. You know, the race wars, the low on food, and so forth. So we're blowing that city. But guess what? When I was getting off from work that night at 12 o'clock, all right, when I was driving home, I had the music playing in the car, you know, but I heard this horn. I heard this trumpet being blown. I heard this horn, this siren going off, talking about, you know, the tornado siren. All right. And that alerted me to hurry up and get home, you know. And while I was driving home, maybe like 5-10 minutes down the road, not even 10 minutes, the storm hit and I couldn't even see. I couldn't even see the road damn near. And lightning was flashing, and on my way home, it's this long road. I don't want to say the road, you know, but it's this long road, and lightning had struck a pole that led me to the direction of me getting home quicker. And I believe that was the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, showing me a quicker way to get home, you know. And I did get home. As soon as I got home, that's when the storm really picked up. All right. And we know that the Passover is coming up. So I believe that the Lord, you know, with this storm, he passed over me because I believe and call upon him, you know, and I do follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability. You know, I don't eat no crab, no lobster, no pork. You know, if I think that something has pork in it, I pray over it. I won't eat it. You know, if something guides me not to eat it or spit it out, I'll spit that shit right out. I'm not going to say, you know, I'm going to eat it and I'll be all right. No, you know. So I do believe that the Lord really passed over me and my family, and we weren't hit. In a lot of the neighborhoods that Jake lived in, those neighborhoods weren't hit because yeah, the Lord wants to kill 2/3 of Israel, but He's very merciful. You know, our power was very merciful, but He's only merciful to the elect, the 1/3, that great multitude. All right, and stuff is going to ramp up. It's going to be more deaths and destruction than what this tornado did. All right. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Yahweh, do all these things. So this great evil, all right, Salakia, the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Habashai, He did this, man. All right, you see what it said in Amos 3:6, and the people not be afraid. Shall there be an evil in the city, and the Yahweh have not done it? And also going with the sirens that was going off, dealing with the tornado, a lot of people were asleep. This tornado took place when a lot of people were asleep. They weren't aware, And some people, they hear the siren, but they still stay asleep, Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. All right, the living power. And a lot of people fell into the hands of the living power, the invisible power, all right? And a lot of people don't fear Him. And, like that's crazy to say that. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? All right? And a lot of people don't fear the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and a lot of people don't know Him. And in these churches, they teach that God is all loving, And in the scriptures, it doesn't line up to that Christian doctrine, what's it called, plantation Christianity doctrine. It doesn't line up with the scriptures, all right? Because Lord said he create evil, all right, as well. And it's like I'm kind of stumbling over my words. I ain't been drinking. Isaiah 45:5. I am the Yahweh, the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, thou that has not known me. All right? And a lot of people do not know Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. They don't know Him. Only the ones that's ordained to receive the full understanding and truth, all right? That you're a Hebrew Israelite, about Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, you know that we are Hebrews. We're not black Hebrews, that, the only person or the only people that can help you with us being Hebrew Israelites is the Lord, all right? And Job 4:7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And a lot of people, were devastated. Like when I was at work, this guy named Charlie, he was like, man, it's one thing to die. What did he say is one thing to die from, car accident or something. It's something he said. He's an Edomite. But basically, I remember him saying that, man, these people were asleep. They were living their lives, blah, 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 blah. And with him being an Edomite, he don't understand that no one has perished being innocent. Nobody's innocent to the Lord. There's no respect of persons. There's nobody's innocent. Everybody sin, all right? And starting off with you Hebrew Israelites, all right? We're the only ones, before the other nations, all right, partake in our, I wouldn't even say they partake in our covenant, but they took our book and called themselves Christians and so forth, and, they so-called worship Jesus and so forth. So they're like unto sin themselves. But really, the only people that can sin, look, the Lord only died for Israel. So don't get it twisted about what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is other people on the earth, all right, they're not following no laws, statutes, and commandments either. All right. But we're concerned about Israel because the laws, statutes, and commandments are only given to Israelites. All right. So that's what I'm saying. The whole earth is wicked. All right. So nobody's innocent. Straight up, straightforward. I'm not saying no heathen can make it. I'm not saying none of that. But we do know that Israelites are scattered within other nations. They're going to look like the heathen, talk and act like the heathen. But their spirit is going to be of Israelites. So don't get it twisted. Oh, no, that's something else I was looking up about storms. Because, a lot of these storms, the Lord, he create that. Angels, one angel can destroy the whole earth. In the scripture that states that, So, I'm going to close this out and say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Have evil been done in the city, and the Yahweh have not done it? All right? Salaki, it was a bug. Shalom.